Everyone knows what to bring on a cruise. But experienced travelers also know what not to pack. Some items seem useful, but honestly they just end up wasting space, causing headaches, or even getting confiscated. Today we'll cover the things seasoned cruisers leave at home, and why you should too. These tips come straight from experienced cruisers who, learned the hard way. And stick around until the end, because the last one might surprise you. It's something many first-time cruisers still bring and instantly regret. The cruise ship gym looks impressive. Row after row of treadmills, free weights, and even ocean views. Many first-time cruisers pack workout clothes thinking they'll hit the gym every day. But here's the reality. After a full day of buffets, cocktails, and late-night shows, those sneakers rarely leave the suitcase. If you never work out at home, chances are you won't suddenly start at sea. Experienced cruisers save the space and leave the gym gear behind. Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines often let you bring some drinks on board. But many experienced cruisers have stopped lugging heavy bottles of water, soda, or even wine. Why? Because carrying it through embarkation is a hassle, and beverage packages make it easier. Yes, it costs more, but the convenience is worth it for most. Instead of dragging cases of soda, seasoned travelers simply let the crew do the heavy lifting. It used to be a trend, pouring liquor into shampoo bottles, hiding vodka in a Listerine bottle, or using special flasks called rum runners. Some people still try, but most experienced cruisers say it's not worth the risk. Cruise lines are wise to these tricks, and bottles often get confiscated at security. Besides, the stress of sneaking alcohol can ruin the fun. Veterans agree. It's easier to buy the package, use loyalty perks, or simply pay as you go. Many travelers used to pack jewelry to match every outfit. Necklaces, earrings, bracelets, even anklets for every dress. But experienced cruisers know that most of it never gets worn. These days, most bring just a few versatile pieces. The same goes for makeup, less is more. A simple evening look is all you'll need and your suitcase will feel a lot lighter. Times have changed and so has packing. Heavy cameras are out. Most travelers now rely on smartphones for photos. Big stacks of books are gone too, replaced by Kindles and iPads. Even highlighters are no longer needed, since cruise apps have replaced the old paper planners. Technology has made packing lighter, and experienced cruisers have adjusted. Over-the-door organizers, towel clips, magnet hooks, these used to be must-haves, but honestly, a lot of cruisers admit they never use them anymore. With fewer people in cabins these days, there's often plenty of space without all those organizers. Some guests even say towel clips and magnet hooks just end up collecting dust. And others are bringing way less shampoo, conditioner, and medication than before. The real veterans, they know to only pack what they actually use, not the entire bathroom cabinet. This one's simple. Travel irons are totally banned on cruise ships for fire safety reasons. If you bring one, security will confiscate it before you even get a chance to unpack. That's exactly why experienced cruisers never waste space on them. Wrinkle release spray, or just using the ship's laundry service, are much safer options, really. Shoes can take up space fast, and honestly, new cruisers often end up overpacking. Some folks admit they've brought as many as 10 to 14 pairs for just a single week. But seasoned travelers know you really only need 3 or 4 pairs. Flip-flops or sandals for the pool, sneakers for walking, and a dressy pair for evenings. Anything else is, just extra baggage. Tuxedos, gowns, full-length ball dresses, formal wear used to be the standard. But cruise lines have relaxed, and formal night isn't so formal anymore. These days, most passengers wear cocktail dresses, summer dresses, or just a simple suit. It's really more about looking neat than dressing like you're attending a gala. Some folks still enjoy going all out, and that's totally fine. But experienced cruisers usually save the space and go lighter on formal clothes. It's tempting to pack full-sized bottles of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. But here's the truth. Every cruise cabin already provides them. And honestly, if you forget something, the onboard shops sell it too. Packing a giant bathroom kit just takes up valuable space in your luggage. Experienced cruisers bring the basics and leave the rest at home. Travel-sized toiletries are enough, and they definitely keep your suitcase lighter. First-time cruisers often pack bulky beach towels for the pool or shore days, but this is really a waste of space. Every cruise line provides pool towels free of charge, and you can even take them off the ship at ports. They're big, soft, and replaced whenever you need a fresh one. That's why experienced cruisers never bother bringing their own. Plus, it's one less thing to wash when you get home. You know, some people fill their bags with chips, cookies, or even instant noodles. But here's the reality: you're on a cruise ship with food available around the clock. Buffets, cafes, and room service cover pretty much every craving you could have. Honestly, snacks just take up space and usually go uneaten. Veteran cruisers know the only thing worth packing is maybe a small candy or gum for excursions. Everything else is already waiting on board. Bringing some cash for tipping and small purchases is definitely smart, but packing large amounts of cash is unnecessary and honestly, unsafe. Cruise ships are cashless. Everything goes on your cabin account. And in most ports, credit cards are widely accepted. Carrying too much cash just increases the risk of loss or theft. Experienced cruisers carry small bills for convenience and leave the rest at home. Extra hangers aren't needed. The cabin attendant can bring more if you ask. Diapers disappear once kids grow up, of course. And some folks even joke they no longer pack their in-laws or ex-spouses. But really, the best thing everyone agrees on leaving at home: your worries. Experienced cruisers know a vacation at sea is the perfect time to leave stress behind. Packing for a cruise isn't just about what to bring. It's also about what not to bring. From gym clothes to formal gowns, experienced cruisers have learned how to travel lighter and smarter. So before your next sailing, take a moment to rethink your packing list. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because in the next video, we'll cover the cruise essentials you should always bring no matter what. Before you step on board that luxurious cruise ship, there are 12 surprising things you should absolutely never pack. They might seem harmless, but the cruise line sees them as serious risks. Pack one of these by mistake, and you could find yourself in the dreaded naughty room, or worse, removed from the ship before your vacation even starts. In this video, we're revealing the banned items cruise passengers keep getting caught with. But before we sail out, please hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss the latest cruise updates of 2025. That travel-sized steamer you saw advertised as cruise-approved? Yeah, it's not. Even if the product claims it's safe for use on board, cruise lines don't see it that way. Why? Because steamers, irons, and similar heating devices pose a serious fire risk, and fire at sea is one of the biggest safety concerns for any ship. Security will scan your bags, and if they see one of these gadgets, it's gone before you ever make it to your cabin. And no, pleading that it was Facebook approved won't help. Want wrinkle-free clothes? Try wrinkle release spray or simply hang your outfits in the bathroom during a hot shower. It's not perfect, but at least you won't lose your luggage privilege on day one. This one trips up first-time cruisers all the time. Sure, bringing a few bags of candy or sealed snacks is perfectly fine. But if you try to board with a homemade sandwich, a bag of sliced cheese, or even a leftover pizza, it's going straight into the trash. Cruise ships follow strict sanitation and customs regulations, and anything perishable, or not factory sealed, can be flagged as a contamination risk. Worse, if you try to bring fruit or meat off the ship in port, especially in countries like Mexico or the Bahamas, you could face serious fines at the border. A quick snack isn't worth a legal headache. Trust us. We all have our comfort items, especially when sleeping in an unfamiliar place. For some, that's a heating blanket. But these, along with travel kettles, rice cookers, hot plates, and even small coffee makers, are strictly banned on cruise ships. Why? Once again, it's all about fire risk. These devices use exposed heating elements or draw too much power. which can be dangerous in a cruise cabin's compact environment. If you truly need warmth, consider a microwavable heating pad or a reusable hot water bottle. And remember, most cruise ships have complimentary coffee nearly 24/7, so you'll survive without your Keurig. This might sound strange, but wearing camo could get you into serious trouble once you're off the ship. While camouflage clothing is totally fine in many countries, it's illegal in others, especially across parts of the Caribbean like Barbados, Jamaica, or Trinidad. Why? In these regions, camouflage is often reserved for military or police, and civilians wearing it could be mistaken for impersonators, or even face fines or questioning. So while you can wear it on board, why risk it? One innocent outfit could turn into an awkward conversation with customs, or worse. Trying to add a bit of privacy in your shared cabin? Some seasoned cruisers bring magnetic hooks and hang up curtains to split the room. It might sound clever, until security sees it. Cruise lines like Carnival have updated their policies to prohibit any drapes or dividers, as they interfere with fire sprinklers, emergency lighting, or cabin inspections. You could be asked to remove them, or have them confiscated entirely. Instead, look for travel-friendly alternatives, like pop-up privacy pods or even sleep masks with headphones. Drones are a gray area. Some cruise lines allow them, if declared properly. Others don't allow them at all. Even if you are allowed to bring one on board, you'll never be allowed to fly it on the ship itself, not even when docked. In some cases, security will take your drone and store it for the duration of the cruise, only returning it when you disembark. So if you're planning to get that perfect drone shot in port, make sure you check your cruise line's exact policy in advance. Otherwise, your drone might spend more time in storage than in the sky. You might not expect this, but live plants and bouquets are usually banned from being brought on board. Why? It's all about agricultural contamination. Live flowers, soil, and potted plants can carry pests or bacteria that could wreak havoc on a ship's tightly controlled environment. That said, many cruise lines will let you order flowers to your cabin through their internal systems, so romance isn't completely off the table. Power outlets are limited in older cruise cabins, and travelers often try to solve that with a surge-protected power strip. But these strips are actually on the banned list for most cruise lines. They pose a fire risk and can interfere with the ship's electrical systems. Instead, bring a non-surge protected power cube, bonus points if it has USB ports, and steer clear of long extension cords. Those are usually confiscated too. Packing scissors for grooming or small fixes, totally fine. But anything with blades longer than 4 inches gets flagged as a safety hazard. Some passengers have even had sewing kits confiscated because of one oversized tool. Check your cruise line's guidelines before packing anything sharp. Better safe than sorry. That water gun for beach day? Or your kid's bright orange Nerf blaster? Leave them at home. Cruise security doesn't take chances when it comes to anything resembling a weapon. Yes, even toys, even if they're obviously fake. There have been cases where families had these taken away and kids left in tears. So skip the toy weapons and pack other fun beach toys instead. This might surprise some passengers. CBD oil, edibles, and related products are banned, even if they're legal where you live. Cruise lines operate under international maritime law, and policies err on the side of caution. Plus, many ships use sniffer dogs, and being caught with certain items could result in a forced disembarkation. Yes, really. Don't ruin your vacation over something avoidable. If you're not sure it's allowed, it probably isn't. Sure, you can bring a bottle of wine on most cruises, but anything stronger? That's where passengers get sneaky. There's a whole subculture of cruise-goers trying to sneak in liquor using shampoo bottles, mouthwash containers, or fake sunscreen flasks from Amazon. But cruise security has seen it all, and they're getting very good at spotting these tricks. Entire Reddit threads document the crackdown. Some people even go as far as buying resealing kits and adding red food coloring to pass off vodka as wine. Is it worth it? Probably not. Especially with beverage packages offering all-you-can-drink options at decent prices. Trying to cheat the system might end with your stash poured down the drain. So there you have it. 12 things you should never pack for a cruise. Some of them might seem harmless, even smart. But cruise security is one step ahead. Most of the time, these items will just get taken away. But occasionally, the consequences are far worse. And your dream vacation ends before it even starts. Now you know what to avoid, so you can cruise worry-free. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more cruise tips and travel secrets. Safe travels, and we'll see you on board.